sobering night. First reflections on that?
Yeah, exactly that. I thought that I thought it was a sobering night. I thought we got what we deserved in the end. I felt that there was times where we were soft in terms of accuracy on both sides of the ball, and I felt like we gave Glasgow the ins that we knew we couldn't afford to. I think they're a good side, obviously, and we knew that they were strong in the 22 with their maul, etc. And we gave far too many ins to that, either through lack of discipline or also through through our error. Really, I felt that we were given far too many opportunities in that case. Really,
at half time, there was still. It was a scrappy first half, really, wasn't it? There was not shape to it, but at 14-3, there was still. You were still well in the game. I guess the second half just got off to a sort of dreadful start. Yeah.
I think obviously, as you said, I think 14-3. We weren't happy with that, obviously, but I think that we were doing some good D-sets just before half time, and I think that we went in at half time thinking, right, okay, if we just when we get into their half, we need to be accurate and keep hold of the ball. We did have some inroads in the first half, but we couldn't execute. A few set piece issues, but second half then the start was a tough one. I think losing Yo straight after half time was obviously a shock to Dan as well, and him coming on under pressure, and I felt sorry for him really in that respect, because he's straight fresh onto it, straight into the battle really. So that from that perspective, obviously disappointed start to that half, and then it was a bit. I just felt like we just allowed them too much opportunity really, and I think that in the end they're a good side and they'll keep coming there.
What was the problem with Yohan Wood?
He had an issue with his eye, so he got poked in the eye, I think, in the first half, and his vision, he couldn't see much at half time, and then it just got progressively worse. So I think he's okay in general, but obviously losing him, we lost Costi yesterday as well. And Johnny Williams yesterday, so that that there's been a bit of a mix-up in the back three, and also the at 10 as well, and Dan obviously coming in then. He's great. He's a great leader for us, Dan. But obviously it's tough for him to come on at very short notice there.
Discipline is obviously going to be a point that's going to be focused on. You're always going to struggle with 3 yellow cards. How do you stamp that out?
Yeah, look, I think the yellow cards as such, I think obviously Sam's high shot, and then the Dan Jones one, I think is, I think it's one of those where he's going over the line. It's more of a team one, and he's won it, to be honest. Is the honest truth of that. And the Tom Rogers one is a mistimed jump. Look, I think I'm not. Obviously, the yellow cards are disappointing. I think the more general discipline was the issue, because yellow cards are one thing, but I think we allowed them to kick into our 22 and put pressure us in the 22, and I think
what they're going to do.
And exactly, and they're a good side, and I think that they got a big pack of forwards. Their maul is good. We knew that was strong, and we said before the game that we have to limit their opportunities, and we didn't do that, and that's what we get really when that happens.
Next few games, you've still got a few at home. So if there's one positive for your run in to the end of the season, it's you hear about Scarlets. Can that still help you to get to the season?
100% it can help us. It's our home, and we feel a bit humble tonight, having lost by 40 points, and I think that's what we spoke about. Obviously got to be disappointed with that, and I think that this couple of weeks break now, which probably doesn't help us in many ways. It's nice to get back on the horse now to go, but we go again. In a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks now. So. So we'll get right for that. Edinburgh is a big challenge as well. We lost them in the European Cup here, so we'll go up there to Edinburgh in a couple of weeks and look forward to that one. We obviously have to put a lot of things right, undoubtedly, but that's the challenge for us. We'll have a couple of players hope back now over the next couple of weeks, which will help as well, like Tame Plumtree, Jared Taylor, Sam Costello, Johnny Williams, obviously. So I think it'll be nice to have them back, because it's been a tough week of injuries for us, if I'm honest, with Joe, Steph, Costi and Johnny, and Jack Davis as well, who's going really well for us, and got injured in the semi-pro game on Thursday night with Llandovery. So look, I think resources will be stretched, as they say, but we'll crack on as we go.
And saw the announcement this week with various appointments coming in as well. There seems to be a sort of essentially a vote of confidence in you as well. Do you feel like you've got the backing of the club here?
Yeah, look, definitely. I think that the appointment's been made is a very positive one for the club. I think it's a forward-thinking one, and I think it'll definitely help in terms of giving my time to coaching the rugby, which is what I love to do, and I think that's the important thing.
Can I just ask a quick one? Tom Rogers half-time, was that an injury?
HIA.
Yeah. But could even fewer options in the back three.
Yeah, I have to bring my kit.
Be oedd y meddyliad i ar y gêm heddiw?
I'm not going to siomedig chybo, fi credu bod am not i golli 40 pwynt gytre. Mae'n i siomedig fi credu roi ni gormod o feddiant i Glasgow, a fi credu ar y diwedd. Chbo nhw'n drech na ni yn wedi gymryd nhw'n mynd i dwy'r hegeni, ond nhw'n bwerus, ond nhw'n gryf iawn. A ni'n gwybod bod rhaid i ni fod yn ddim rhoi cicio cosbant, a wnaethon ni gormod o'na, chbod, gaethon nhw lot o bel yn dwy'r hegeni, a ddyn dasg anodd, so mae lot o waith yn ei wneud ni, hwnna sy'n siomedig yn amlwg. Colli cwbl o chwaraewyr hefyd i'r Carden Felyn, a wedyn lawr 13 dyn ar un tro, felly lot o gwaith caled wedi mynd mewn, ond o'n i ddim cweit, amlwg, dim digon da heno.
Amser anodd, wrth mae gyda anafiadau fel nesaf y gêm hefyd, Dan Jones yn angen dod ymlaen ar gyfer Iwan Lloyd a Tom Rogers yn mynd ymlaen hefyd.
Ie, mae wedi bod yn wythnos caled iawn, yn wedig y cefnwyr falle bythefnos yn ôl lot o gefnwyr dyn ni yn y maes ymarfer, ond wythnos yn amlwg colli Joe, colli Steph, Sam Costello a Johnny yn un wythnos, mae'n anodd, chybod, a mae'n rhoi doler i lot o boys, achos dim ond ddo collion i'r doi arall, so maen nhw wedi ymarfer gyda'r tîm trwy'r wythnos, felly lot o paratoi munud ola i fod yn onest, ond chybod, oedd hi'n anodd, a wedyn, eto gyd, sa'n credu, chybod, clod i Glasgow nhw'n well na ni, a ni ddim digon da ar diwedd dydd heddi, a lot o waith yn ei wneud tan ma'n ni mlaen i gael edyn nawr yn tair wythnos.
Beth sy'n angen gwella neu just dros y
cael? Mae lot o bethau dros y cael, chybod, mae'n lle edrych ar disciplin, a ni'n lle edrych ar cicio cosp ag ati, ond ewn ni nôl, edrychon ni'n galed ar hwnna, ond mae lot o agwedd yr gêm ar ran i gwella.